told me to never take a free ride. If they give you money, return it in kind. He told me sharing is caring, but they're acting like a Karen.
What's going on, all my crispy followers, and to anyone who's new, my name is David Bacon. I'm the host of the Bacon Project of the subset company called QTV Radio, which is my own company. I started it myself. I am building it from the ground up. As you guys know, I am a small channel, and I kind of like it that way. I'm not joking, because I've been banned from so many other channels. I'm finally opening up my Rumble and Odyssey accounts, not just on YouTube. I am trying to raise money to do more interviews with more candidates, and today's interview is actually with a lady named Dr. Sun Liew. She is a South Korean who moved to America decades ago, so she has her American citizenship. She is working to become state senator here in California to represent the people, and I wanted to go a little bit more in depth with her on the interview, and I want to also let you know that the interview was recorded on March 17th, 2022, and today's recording has been recorded on March 18th, 2022. So thank you guys for tuning in, and just so you guys know, I have the YouTube comments turned off, disabled, specifically for a reason, because I am not endorsing anybody, I am not trying to promote anybody, I am specifically trying to show you who's running for California and what they stand for, and this is from both sides of the political party, Republicans and Democrats. I have some other interviews lined up for the future, so please stay tuned for those. And within the interviews, I want to let you know that there will be two ads in between. One is a Built Bar ad, and one is my store ad. So therefore, you guys can go to either one of those to help support American companies that are American-made, that want to support you, the American, and let your freedom ring. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into this interview for you, so I'm not wasting any more of your time. It is about an hour long, so please bear with me. It might go over an hour, it might be an hour and 20 minutes or so, but please bear with me. I hope you guys enjoy this interview with Dr. Sun Liew. Thank you. First off, I want to thank you for honoring me the opportunity to interview you here in Monterey County. So thank you. My name is David Bacon, and this is the QTVE radio podcast for the Bacon Project. And if you could please state your name and what you're running for as a candidate.
Hi, my name is Dr. Sun Liew. I'm a candidate U.S. Senator. Nice to meet you. And introduction myself?
Yes, please.
Yes.
What brought you to America, and then a little bit of background from there.
No problem. First of all, so thank you for David. He's a great journalist. Thank you so much this opportunity to meet his audience together. So first, my family background is my grandfather's 1949 run for Korean Congress. He was so devoted on Korean economy. He was developer and make all the freeway, seaport, public buildings, infrastructures, all those. And his economist, independent movement. So he was top leader, and also he founded the Korea Liberty Independent Party, first co-founder, did very famous, Yurim. He was very famous in Korean history, independent movement. One of our family members, Yurim, and my grandfather together founded the Liberty, Independent Liberty Party in Korea. So, he was dedicated. My grandfather went to Japan and then graduations, New York University, economic and economist, and developed his contribution so many things. And 1950, the Korean War, June 25, 1950, Korean War, communist take my grandfather kidnapping because my grandfather was fight for the communist. So that time, so many politics, the kidnappings, killed. So that's my background, and then I only heard my grandfather's story by my father. So his all the achievement I hear, that become my heritage mission. Not as well as me, my old family. We have 4 generations. We dedicate politics and law and doctors and business, economists. All the fields they become top. We have 10 professors like Harvard University, as well as John Hopkins, Oklahoma University. Even my cousin, cousin Dr. Sun Liew, name on Forbes magazine 2017, become billionaire, and his 3 co-founder AQR, the second largest hedge fund company in the world. They so success, and then I see that my Dr. Sun Liew, my cousin, contribution over $20 million Chicago University, and make use family scholarship foundations. I see how contributions, family educations. Even my uncle, one of uncle, Han Gil-soo, he's a journalist. He came to leader President No and White House to leader Korean President No Tae-woo came to White House as a reporter, and he's a NBC political reporter, very famous. And then so my family, my uncle, 2 uncles, one uncle was the chairman of Korean economic planning department during President Park's, most Korean economic grew during President Park Jung, Prince Park, So that time he was contribution, as well as my another, as well as the uncle who was also chairman of, director of Korean Defense Department. So he was older defense in Korean, make all the arrangement of protect Korea. So, as well as my another uncle, Harvard Business School, he was so famous, many research, even commissioner, federal traffic department commissioner, make all the traffic sign and all many software. He gradation usually Berkeley from bachelor and PhD. He was the professor in Harvard and also chair professor in Oklahoma University. My aunt also, Professor Jung Ja-yu, also gradation UC Berkeley, and then he was devoted on her life at the Oklahoma University professor. So, and then as well as another my cousin, Jimmy Yu is a professor in John Hopkins now as associate professor. As well as we have another cousin, Andrew Yu is a medical doctor, as well as a professor in Oklahoma University Medical School. So our family in Korea has like 5, 6 who get a PhD from Maryland, PhD from several degree, and they go contribution at the Korean major top university. So our family is educators, leaders, and then as well as my father and my mother so dedicate their life to contributions. Andong, Andong is the most famous place. Last few years ago, England visited, and their sons visited those area, include our family members, Yu Sung-young's house, and visitor area too. So I won Andong, and then very scholarships. Around my Andong area is so many political leaders. 3 and 4 presidents born that area. So that's why my mother is so devoted on Andong area as leader. He doesn't have like an office title for political leader, but I'm grew up that because he was devoted on so many the family's background that I came immigration in United States. I got the 3 doctoral degree, and then I have 7 different business I have it, as well as I went to Harvard Business School, Harvard Law School, Harvard Graduation Education School, as well as Harvard Kennedy School Government too. So I studied a lot, many fields. So that's my background. And then I have 2 non-profit. All my life, 32 years, I devoted as pastor, education pastor, as well as I am, devoted on a non-profit supporting entrepreneur and job creations. My main mission in California, learning U.S. Senate, I wanna creations, new job for STEM, because I learning high-tech company, and I wanna make sure we need more STEM workers, and I can create many jobs to do even my business. So we need more STEM workers. I learned 28 years. Need a world pay by FIO, so world #1 fintech company. So 28 years working there. I have all the skill, all the tool, how creation of jobs, and also supporting entrepreneur. Long time, 28 years. So I've been North California 8 years. I've been North and South, go back and come back 28 years. I set up all the branches as well as all the domestic in United States. Even we service 147 all of world countries. So I training that company, many job creation, many supporting corner to corner small business owner. So that's my life, as well as I have another different legal service and real estate brokerage and management, as well as immigration support.
Man, you know what? I could really use a snack. Where are my Built Bars? I know I bought some. Wait, where'd they go? Why aren't they in this refrigerator? Are they in the other refrigerator? Hold up. Let me check this refrigerator. Let me see if it's in here. And no, where the heck? Mom, have you seen my Built Bars? Are you sure you haven't seen my Built Bars? What do you... what do you mean you don't know? You're eating my... Is that my last salted caramel Built Bar? Are you serious? Are you trying to steal my entire box? Which ones are your favorite?
I'm studying, and this is good brain food. So, I'm dying to try this coconut almond. Or maybe this cookies and cream. Or double chocolate. Or mint brownie. But my favorite is the raspberry. So, see ya.
Hey, come back here. You haven't finished these yet. You need to finish eating your Built Bar. Yeah, guys, you can head over to built.com and use promo code BACON10 and you can save yourself 10% on your entire order. This one right here is the salted caramel. It's one of my favorites. I really do enjoy it. And it's brain food. It's healthy. It's a protein bar, but it doesn't taste like a protein bar. It actually tastes like salted caramel chocolate ice cream. because I stuck it in the refrigerator, so it's actually pretty good. You guys should try it too. Now, back over to Dr. Sarah. Let's move on to our second question here. When I was going through your website, I saw that you had, there was listed 6 small businesses, but earlier you said that you have 7. So I was wondering what that 7th one was, because I noticed on the website itself, you had 3 for-profit businesses and 3 non-profit businesses. And within those businesses, what made you want to do that? And then what are you, as I saw something about you wanting to do tax cuts for small businesses, and I wanted to know what your solutions are for that.
Yeah, thank you you have a great question. First of all, I learning 7 different businesses. First, when I came in America, 28 years, that times, I studying, that time is really, IMF. So many people who my friend go back to Korea, but I'm looking for build my business, and I had a great company interview. They're looking for workers. So I got like MPC, formal name MPC, Bentiv, now it's WorldPay by FISO. I was starting working from individuals, owner, and that time is 28 years. No one really familiar for receiving credit card. You go store, there is a POS terminal, credit card terminal. I built hardly those business because even 2 years, no one really clearly, want to be putting the credit card machine there. Terminal, because no one get there. So I luckily get those business learning until now. During those business, I was 28 years in 8 years in San Jose. Great success. I was on TV. I writing almost 8 years, writing column and radio, contribution all like talent. Those fintech business, and also 26 and 7A, I traveling all over United States, set up the each city. I stayed 3 months to set up, looking for agent, looking for branch. So during that, I have traveled all over all over domestic in United States. So I have such a wonderful, supporting my main company, MPC. They choose me to do, and I have a great success. It's a #1 fintech company. Only one CEO who the #1 earliest starting those fintech company. Many fintech company they are failed because but I'm survivor. So you look at all of location, there is so many restaurant, small business, but fintech company less than 5. So I am one of those CEO. I working with MPC, Bentiv, First Era, and Global, and then as well as Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo. All of those people, they are looking for who wants selling their product, technology, product service to be in individual business, small business. So they pick on me. I visited all of main office. They MPC, First Data, Global, Wells Fargo, Chase, all of place I visited, invited to. We get a contract, and I started selling their product here. And then I recruited so many agents and visited South and North California, had all branches, very successful. And then I know, during those credit card processing, corner to corner, more than 100 kind different business I visited. I think about more than 40,000 business I visited talking owners, so I know the entrepreneurs struggle, how difficult startup business, because I'm a fintech company CEO myself, how struggle during those fintech company build, no one was received really at that time. So I can be voice of business owner, I can be voice of even worker. So as a professional jobs, STEM jobs is so important. We need now is just, I've been 28 years fintech company. I studied at the Wharton Business School fintech. I studied at the MIT artificial intelligence. I studied in Harvard Business School 2 years. So we had a really good education for entrepreneur, and as well as I have a struggle to build a business. So I decided to open non-profit supporting entrepreneur as well as job seeker. So that's why I have a non-profit for that. I am eager to helping those entrepreneurs because I see their struggle, like they don't have that much like education, marketing, technology, and law, and then investment or finance. I have all the expert certified. I have more than 50 different certification, all the fields. I've been like almost 7 years business school, master and doctors, PhD and postdoctoral. I have a master business administrations, international business, e-commerce, and IT, as well as law and I study international law and policy. So as well as I have 2 years at the Harvard Business Schools learning entrepreneur leadership, entrepreneur principle, as well as international business, venture capital, as well as combined program with Harvard graduation, graduation education as leadership, school management leadership. So I'm learning business school as a principal. It was so a lot of things I learned. I'm so lucky God given me all those opportunity, best educations from Harvard all over the place, and then MIT and Wharton Business School, even Chicago University. I'm still studying at Chicago University. I'm studying still Harvard Business School of Policy. So I know more like a diversified place like law. I went to Abraham Lincoln Law School, Pacific Law School, Harvard Law School. I learned like almost like 5 years law. I'm not practice for attorney, but I have learning my legal business, supporting small business owners. Very, they have so many legal things happening. Not only fintech, I helping them legal service. Except the criminal, I do a lot of contracts, breach contract, and as well as small claim, bankruptcy, and family law, even domestic violation. So I can be like diversified service I do. So I'm so thankful God give it to me, as well as my another business background. I working at Baker's Hathaway, Beverly Hills office about 3 years, 8 months, about 4 years, and then there's Warren Buffett owned. So I am so blessing. I was that area learning professional, commercial, as well as a luxury, as a realtor. And then I opened my own brokerage company after right away that, as well as I've been like many years for the investment company I own. So those expert experience training from Baker's Hathaway, I have like a spiritual connection. Inspire me. The Warren Buffett. Sometimes we talk Warren Buffett. Just he had something special speech. For their franchises. So we listen every time. So that one is like I have an expert, as well as I have a legal professional legal person. deal landlord and tenant law. So I management. I found the 2 real estate management company. So during like many years, I do deal legal service as a apartment association owner and in housing association member, apartment association members. So I know how struggle people's like about tax, about property tax, as well as many. I'm learning like 28 years business. We have 12 different kind of tax we pay. Like I have 7 different business. So I pay all the city, Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, even I was North California. I pay all years tax. So we have to support government. Need to pay tax, as well as I think we need more support to entrepreneur to cut the cost, because entrepreneur they pay tax, they pay wage, they pay even credit card processing fee, they pay all the expense, and they don't have that much remain. They even not pay their rent or not pay really getting. That's why within 5 years, 70% business startup they close. They creations even billion jobs through starting business, but really we're not supporting. I was struggle there. Even I was stay like 5 days in office, no sleep, because I didn't have any any support from government. I've been like no sleep, went to business school, law school during I did a business fintech company. It's all other company. So no one really had a source that much. So that's why I'm going to creations those resources for entrepreneur, like a non-profit. I learned there is so many non-profit. I need to support those non-profit creation jobs, supporting entrepreneurs, as well as I'm really concerning next generation, job creation. We need more STEM jobs creations. I'm not learning U.S. Senate before. My players list 50,000 job creation to the non-profit and profit. So, if I become U.S. Senator, I'm going to really directly work for college students. They have the more internship like me. I'm doing all the school. I learning business. I wanna helping those young entrepreneurs get a more STEM jobs. And when they are graduations, we don't have enough jobs. And then also they are not skillable. They cannot buy their property early. If we train them during college, I have an entrepreneur support job creation center program policy. Let college students, putting applications to they want looking for jobs. I have so many entrepreneurs connection. Those entrepreneur support center program that we can matching together, and we funded those non-profit to get that together. So entrepreneur. I am an entrepreneur. I'm always looking for, job seekers. So we have the more support to my programs. I'm going to supporting those college students. No pay, no worry about student loan, because they have jobs. They are skill level. They pay off right away. So we need to really focus on give to job creation, STEM, science, engineering, technology, mathematics, and all those STEM workers. Even we have a North. I was in North California. My office right away in eBay, PayPal, and even body funds. I have the same technology. All of technology. I had a lot of meeting in Stanford graduation, Berkeley graduation. My friend, we have a regularly meeting for technology area. So I have so many experience, connection in North California and South California. Big tech company, they are looking for job seeker, as well as we have H-1, F-1 student. They are looking for jobs. I can creation those international students, they are not go back to their country, contribution their country. Why don't you let them make more like immigration corridor faster? We can open them to not go back to their country. Why don't we let them make more creation jobs here, economic contribution for California? So that's why I'm learning too. I'm really can fight for, because my background, my education, I want a contribution to California, more like a group, entrepreneur strong, make strong, success business and job seekers. Everyone get the jobs, as well as fintech company, real estate company, and legal company, as well as I'm doing foreclosure protect company, immigration company. I know all the expert. I can help you because so many places now foreclosed, lost jobs. I deal many those foreclosed people so struggle, seeking for help. I know how they can keep their credit. I do legal service. I know very well for all the field. That's why you looking for the right political leaders. Be your voice, because there is not only enough effort. I have empathy, which is I understand all the business, all the immigrations, all the educations. I've been 30 years educator. So as well as my life living as pastor since my age 19 years old, always devoted on communication, community service. I got 4 different jobs: school and church, and contribution, non-profit. All my life, at least I got the 4 jobs: English teachers and mathematics teachers and medical workers during even my academic life. So I want creations jobs for those people's looking for. I want to make a strong California, because I have empathy. All the field of business, immigration, education, and real estate, and law, and immigration, non-profit, and church. So foreclosure, as well as school. I learning business school, non-profit. I am principal. So I have all the diversified can be reader, because we have so many politics. They effort. It's not enough effort. We need someone find out who are empathy, know your situation. They can be voice in Congress about all the business, educations, STEM and legal and real estate, immigration, and even church, religious. Everything I am really qualified. Life is not easy. Life is not free. I had a hard time to build today. I don't want to just only myself be wealthy. I want creations in America. Everybody have a best education. Everybody prosperity. Not only richest become richer. We need ordinary people has great jobs, stable jobs, beautiful life, better education for future generation. That's why I'm fighting for. I have compassion, I have knowledge, I have empathy. That's why I'm learning U.S. Senate to solve your problem, solve your business problem, solve your next generation education problem. All the issues we have it, even homeless issue, crime issue, inflation issue, all the climate change. We have tons of issues. But I've been Harvard Business School, as well as law school, as well as education school, as well as public policy. So it's not only we have a compassion is enough, knowledge, it's power. So that's why I can devote on as best. You have like plumbing problem in your house. You call plumber. You give authority to plumber to fix your problem. Right? I need your authority to be the U.S. Senator, and then you expecting best service. Right? I don't guarantee to best service for California. Make strong California. Make strong your family. Make strong your business. Be prosperity. Everybody. Be prosperity. Not only riches become richer. Ordinary people, poor people. I'm really because I can be represent which is person. I can be represent only the person. I can be, poor, suffer, tears because I've been pastor. I see their tear. I was working at hospital step, I see all the people pain, suffers, medical health. We need more reform, also health issues. So I can really support you, not just sit down to waiting for, select me. I am really working hard until today, no sleep enough. I want to really support you, what you have a problem in California. Thank you so much.
What's going on, everybody? As you guys know, we are in the middle part of Dr. Sarah's interview with me. She has some really good points trying to help people with STEM jobs, and I can see that she's very compassionate and very outspoken, shall I say. I really did enjoy this interview with her, but this right here, I'm just gonna let you guys know, you guys can buy this t-shirt over at thequalitystore.com. It says quality vibes because we only try to provide quality vibes for everybody. No matter what side you're on, we're just trying to look here to have a good time. And if you really like this shirt, I have plenty of other shirts available. Take this shirt for example. We all know that Let's Go Brandon, right? Well, you can buy it there at thequalitystore.com. And I got another couple shirts for you guys as well. Take this shirt for example. If you're really trying to stand your ground and hold your own, there is a risk to those choices that we make, and we understand that. So therefore, this is mostly supporting for people that are trying to avoid being vaccinated and cards and stuff like that. So you can represent that with this t-shirt here. Now, if you didn't want to represent that shirt and you are more of a Christian-based type person, this shirt is for you. It says, I'm free because Jesus saves. So you can go head over to thequalitystore.com and you can pick this shirt out as well. Really good. It lets people know that you stand with Christ and stuff like that. So whatever you feel comfortable with, I have a bunch of other ones that look similar to this, if not the same as this one as well. Now, I also like to support the military and the military families. So therefore, I created a shirt that said Sons of Veterans. I really do like this shirt because I too am a son of a veteran. So therefore, I'm trying to let you guys know that you can also support them and their family members for their sons, daughters, fathers, and wives, grandfathers, all the vets that fought in wars. And I support the military when they're not fighting useless wars, because I'm sick and tired of sending our military to hot zones that they never needed to be in the first place. I have plenty of background history of stories from my own family telling me about certain wars, and some of them just seemed to be useless and pointless, and there was no real reason for them to be there. So if you want to support the military, the ones that do the tried and true type military, please support them. Buy this shirt over at qualitystore.com. That is TheQualitystore.com, and use promo code BACON to save yourself 15% in the entire store. I am trying to make money off of it, but I'm making it cheaper for you guys because I understand that inflation is high, as what Dr. Sarah has been saying. So please head over to thequalitystore.com and pick up your very own t-shirts. I have a bunch of other shirts as well. I may not be the best graphic designer, so I design every shirt that you see on there by myself. I have a couple of new ones that have come out, so please head over to thequalitystore.com and check these t-shirts out. I have hoodies, I have flat caps, I even have coffee mugs, water bottles, stickers, anything you could possibly think of. For merchandise, you can head over there and purchase that. And again, use promo code BACON, B-A-C-O-N, to save yourself 15%. Because I understand inflation is high, so therefore I'm giving you a special promo code of 15%. It'll only last until the end of June, so make sure you get your shirts in now. Thank you, and let's continue on to go talking with more on this final topic with Dr. Sun Liew. Thank you. So as myself, I used to be homeless for about 2.5 years, and I've seen a lot of problems. I have noticed that there are some solutions to this, but I would like to understand what the problems you see and what your solutions are. If you could elaborate on those for me, please.
Great questions. 2 years ago, I was learning U.S. Congress, 주식 third. That times we have Koreatowns make a shelter. Many people they don't want to shelter in Koreatown. And as I'm a pastor, white people they want, and I research homeless problem. I look at all over video and even visit Santa Monica Beach and downtown. You know, we have so many problems in homeless. Even downtown area, I have so many clients. They are dealing every day is homeless problem because in business place, many place fire and even crime homeless. Even many happening in homeless between the business and individuals. Now it's we need solutions. I wanted to share my life experience with homeless, how I understand homeless. When I was so young, even 10 years old, I was in Korea, Andong. We are so richest family. We own the 27-unit house. My father, we are helping those homeless who doesn't have a house. Before homeless, prevention homeless, we let them live there. We give creation jobs for farm worker. One day, small children, very boys, had a mental disease coming out visited. No parents visited our village. Even people like beating him, people like laughing him. So I see that I am holding him and I carry to my house and I'm asking my parents, why don't we care this boy? And he doesn't speaking at least. I teach him to how to speak, and finally we find out where he from, and we let those boys go back to home. And I have another life experience. When I was high school, I was so devoted on church, Presbyterian church in Seonggwang Church, Andong Church in the Andong. I was first youngest teachers. I starting even middle school. I was assistant teacher, and high school first grade I was first youngest teachers in Sunday school. Kindergarten student, even countryside. No enough pastor. I've been preaching gospel even because not enough sometimes gap. So one day I go to on the way to go to the high school, Andong High School. So one day I go to the school. I bring 2 lunch box. I see the people's crowd, and they look at the one homeless lady. People does not do any action, even laughing, even just talking. And I go to her. Even I was in high school student, and I called 911, and then let her had some emergency treatment, and then I bring her to. I give it to her first my lunch box, 2 lunch box to eat, and I take my socks, put in her feet, because that time is so like January, very very cold. Her body was almost hard, so I take my jumper and I take all my shoes, because she doesn't have shoes, no enough clothing for winter. Her body is cold. I take my jumper, I take my shoes, I give it to her to eat, but she does not eat, so I eat together. She eat one, I eat one, during those ambulance coming, and I carry her to the Seongmo, the hospital in Andong, and I care her almost 6 months because she doesn't have anyone. On the way to go school, I visit her, as a dependence, I become homeless woman that dependent as family, and I go prepare her breakfast, and I was worship together. I was Bible study together. I play together, and then go back to school, and I stay with her care almost 6 months, and then all of my village. One of my family member working in as a nurse, and then she called my parents because I was planned to go to the Seoul University Medical School, so I have to study hard. I choose one group to be doctors because but I spent so many times over there. Nurse called to my parents to visit. She doing something for homeless instead of working, and then. So and then the chairman of a hospital talked to me. What is your dream? And my dream is to be doctor. Okay, you did a great job. We will take care of this homeless. Go study hard to be doctor. So after that, I'm not regularly because they said we will take care of. But I've been 6 months with her, worship together, talk together, and finally she was returned. And I find out she was second marriage, and then she was abused her husband because alcoholic, and she had two step children. They don't never say mother, just to say like aunt. So she was one day she beat it from her second husband, so he was danger for her, death, almost death. That's why she just casting out from. Leave her house. So we find out she go back to safety. I have those experiences that, and as well as my friends in Korea high school. We was, mission for a lot for the homeless when I was high school, because we see homeless in Andong training station, and we take our jamba. We give to them missions. I have remember that I go to the restaurant and give it to money, and I see those homeless. I asking restaurant owner, why don't say anything? Why don't you give it food for them? So I was wealthy family, daughters. I have enough money, so I donation to church. I do mission for homeless. Even I got the Christmas jamba. Just right away I take and I give to homeless woman, and my friend all who are follow me, they take their jamba give to homeless. I think we need some kind of homeless. We need really teachable. We have the heart to helping them. And another my life homeless story is when I was 19 years old. I was assistant pastor Songpa church. One day homeless visit our church, and I'm really surprised. I give him lunch, 20 homeless, and asking money, but I asking my pastor helping those homeless who are coming, but even pastor they don't have enough background to understand homeless, no passion like me, so they ask me to, because of too many homeless coming, they ask me stop. But anyway, we need to really understand the homeless need. So I understand. As well as I came in United States, America, I was joined in Megada Park homeless missions. I was a education pastor. That time, after education pastor finished, I go to the homeless mission Megada Parks. When I came early immigration, my job was Saturday. I driving all the bakery and left to bakery. Not outdate, but if they don't sell tomorrow, they cannot sell. So I get all the bread and make sandwich, as well as we make good lunch for the homeless. And then, after I had my own jobs, I served 7 different churches in Koreatown, in Los Angeles, even Beverly Hills. I serve in American church and Korean church same time, because learning other many cultural. So I have so many teams to connection in the homeless mission. That's why I go to there. Suddenly there is no the 10 homeless, but suddenly the times come. We have worship 300 homeless coming all over place. I'm really surprised. They are coming to only one meal. They maybe take bus. They coming to worship. I'm surprised too, because they want something. Society, community, helping homeless, the love, caring. That's why even more spending money and time to eating one cook meal and worship. So I see that. I went to Santa Monica and then Los Angeles. I have so many my own life was supporting homeless, and then myself also when I living this America and Korea, I see, I traveling I traveling all over the domestic. Sometimes because business trips, sometimes I don't have a booked hotel. I stay at the car. I feel like Chicago, Washington D.C., Seattle, all over place. I have to take a shower or tea, espresso. Nothing available. I understand homeless nowadays living in the car and living in street. We need let them have enough place to wash their body. Last 2 years ago, I met Santa Monica homeless. They looking for wash place. I know that I let them. Okay, when I become U.S. Senator, I really wanna make some place to able to, people wash it, and they carry all the luggage, able to some box to put in there. And last, the most important, I have 3 catalog different homeless plan. One is able to work. 2 is A plan is able to work. They needed to go to the creation jobs. I have entrepreneur support and homeless prevention policy, able to looking for jobs before they be homeless. That we have to train. They are already skillable. So we have entrepreneur support center. The homeless who hire those from entrepreneur, we give tax credit. So entrepreneur have 6 months free, workers homeless, and they become skill level. They can work extended to 6 months, another 6 months until skill level, until have a stable jobs. And the homeless is job is number 1. As well as second catalog become able to work means they don't have unskilled. So many unskilled homeless stay because even they don't have opportunity to get a jobs. That's why in their street. So we need make them job training. So like I learning non-profit job training 5033. We have tons of job training place. We want to fund them to able to go to the homeless training, get the jobs, and then after that they become A catalog. They got the jobs. 3 is cannot work because they have mental disease, alcoholics, drugs, chronic disease. So those peoples we need to everyone get the hospital emergency, like ICU emergency room, like those kind of we need to giving treatment first, make them recover their disease, their condition, then they can become B catalog become A catalog. So I have those good policy. We have to have it like many people they are looking for housing first, some people medical first. To me, I have 3 different catalog. A, able to work. B, like become able to work. C is cannot work. Because those A and B's, they don't need treatment, medical. They don't need anything. They need a housing and they need jobs, right? So my policy is housing and job at the same time, as well as the C category need to go to the hospital treatment. As well as we need more shelter, more affordable housing. I'm a broker. I know very well about housing problem. We need to fight for the richer become more richer. Be landlord, sky high rent, even high tech business owner or high tech worker, even they cannot pay 3,000, 4,000 rent. They become homeless. So we need to make sure affordable housing, important. Second, we have those family members like B catalog. They don't have housing. How they can go to job training? We need some credit for those family member who can treat their homeless family. We can give tax credit because many homeless, because those dependent, they not want to take responsibility as family, husband, wife, and parents, or even children. That's why it becomes so many people stay street. They are only looking for government support. We have to support together. Family need support their family member to homeless, not recovery, rescue from homeless. Government needed to support. As a community, need support. We have three parties together, then we can solve. So I wanna fight the real homeless problem. In my life, I'm as pastor. I really have empathy. I have compassion to solve those homeless. That's why I'm learning for one of the biggest reason to learn for U.S. Senator. Thank you.
And I'm gonna go ahead and let this one run real quick, just so people can know where to find you and your website. If you want to go ahead and list that, so they can reach you. If you have like a social handle or anything as well,
No
and I can put that on the screen for you.
Yeah, no problem. So I have several websites because I was learning 3 years ago. U.S. Congress, you can visit www.drsarahufforcongress.com, and another one I have www.sarahsenate.org. So most similar, and as well as we will have a professional website also. Our campaign teams still build. So you can link the each website as well as you Google for Dr. Sarah for U.S. Senate or Dr. Sarah for U.S. Congress. You see a bunch of all the interview, all the even I'm learn podcast. Dr. Sarah for U.S. Senate as well as Dr. Sarah for sure. Today's America and world. There's motivation to live, both support the community as well as many issues. I talk about those podcasts. Because we need to fight together. So I need your help to fight. And I want to really be your lips, your eyes, your ears to speak at Congress, your issues, your problem. But I need your endorsement. I need your support. I need your, donations. All those, all those things. It's really helpful to me to learn. Because this is not only my issues, this is your family's, your next generation issues. Because they are young people become parents. They worry about their next generations without homeless. I want to build that. So that's why please connect with me, and then as much as we have to get together next generation without homeless. No worry about homeless, as well as identity. So they have to have an identity, be respected as a human. Even homeless is a creation by God. We are all one. We have get more benefit, blessing from God. We need to share, need those who needed. So that's why I'm learning U.S. Senator. Thank you for this opportunity to share all the interview with Davis, all the audience. You have a right, you have selected your leaders. Everybody has the same policy. Everybody has the same problem we see, but you gotta see that who can be really solved, who can be have empathy, who can have passion to solve. Today's politics, we talk of many things. After they are informal, they be informal leader. After they become formal leader, but they not become moral leaders. Which one is? They are informal. When they formal, they have authority, power, and they fight for only their party. They fight for only their benefit. But to me, I'm a pastor. I have a track record all my life, serve community. even high class, in middle class, low class. I have all the connection, 20 different fields I can connect it. This life is not easy, nothing free. So I coming until today be success. I never enough sleep. My time, 24 hours, 7. I using my time 24 hours is 48 hours, 7 years. People say to me, you live life all 5 people's life. Amazing. So I don't want to do the amazing my life only for my benefit. That's why I'm a pastor at the church. I asking to God, I am successful woman, I am successful myself. Why you call me to learning? God told me that because of you was in Harvard, you have 3 doctorates, not because of you have all the business. Because of I choose you to learn. If God told me to, because you have so many pain from you working at a hospital, you see all the dead body you touch, you see all the people struggle, die. You became, instead you go to medical school, you became a pastor. People's tear, you see homeless problem, you see business problem, you see education problem, you see immigration problem. So many people's tortures, tears, pains. That's why you want to solve, you have compassion. That's why I'm calling you, not because of you have a high education, not because of you have such achievement, because I give you the empathy, I give you all the passion to solve this problem. I'm America. America is my hero because I came here immigrant. If I am not coming America, how I can achieve all those opportunity? Good education, good business, all the Harvard, MIT, and then Walton Business School, and all the school like Chicago University. I see all my generation to generation success in my uncle, even empty hands coming here, professor, graduation in Berkeley, be like a professor in Harvard and chairman is Oklahoma University. I see uncle and aunt, they are living, as a success first immigrant. And as well as I see my cousin, all their professor, even billionaire in my family member. And so, the American dreams make first generations, they are hard to build their first generation's power. I want to support immigration, that first generation, they have their spiritual, how they suffer to give best life for their next generation. I see it. That's why my uncle, my aunt fight for that. They have a great 3 sons, including me, family member. We are all success. We have heritage mission as a family member. So I want to not only our family, America, everyone have equal opportunity. Everyone had open doors, but we have to fight hardly. Life is not easy. Life is not free. I don't want to really just for benefit only myself. I want to serve community, serve America. America is my hero. America give me everything here. So we need to make every your children, every your business, every homeless, every person who had a dream, want to solve a problem. We have to give the jobs. We have to give entrepreneur support. We have best service from the government, community support, or the next generation education. So that's why we learning, but we need real leaders who are empathy, who is fighting for that. I think I can be moral leaders like, Martin Luther King, like Gandhi, like Abraham Lincoln, like President Abraham Lincoln, President Ronald Reagan. Even I'm supporting Donald Trump because she was businessman. I met 2007 Donald Trump, president. I never think about he will become today's politics leaders. I can be like, suddenly God called him. He was voice of conservative value. He is voice of biblical value. He was voice of Republican identity. As well as Ronald Reagan's, I visited many times Ronald Reagan's center in Los Angeles. So we need to make real policy effective. out today's many policy even Congress make outdated outdated immigration policy, even more harder to learning business, more harder to getting jobs, more harder to get the American dream opportunity, more harder to get a best education. So that's why I learning so many diversified field, even politics, make policy. I wanna really be like President Donald Trump, President Ronald Reagan, like be like President Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther, Gandhi, all of their like foundations. They are moral leaders because they have compassion, empathy. Those I'm looking for build my campaign, my future life to, be Congress, be your voice. I have a clear vision to what is a conservative value, what is a liberty. I know what is a Republican identity that President Ronald Reagan fight. I know what is a great America, make America first. There is mega. There is from. We need another many readers to support those make better America today. Need make biblical value go back and the conservative value go back. Real Republican identity after future generation live best life what we are deserved. So we can make that for. We need fight together. We need do together. Please support our campaign. Support America. Support California. I love California. I love America. I love all the business owners. I love all the next generations. Get the best education. Get the best supported business. Get the best life. Be guaranteed. Thank you so much. You're supporting. Thank you for inviting me to this interview. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to this exclusive interview with Dr. Sarah Sun Liew right here on The Bacon Project. My name is David Bacon. God bless you, God bless me, and God bless the United States of America. You stay crispy, my fellow Americans. Peace.